Toxic Fairy Tales.
The Golden Boy and the Silver Boy. Once upon a time, in a small house on a prairie, lived a poor couple who earned a living off of fishing. The most valuable thing they had was their strong horse. The poor family didn't have any children despite having lived together for a long time. They always wished they had a child. It has been so long, but we still didn't have a child yet. Our house feels so empty, dear.
It really does. I only wish we had a child. That would be enough for me.
Then the fisherman went to the river to fish as usual, but he couldn't catch any fish that day. Maybe today is not a lucky day for me. The fisherman decided to try for the last time. This time, there was only one tiny goldfish in the net. The strange goldfish was shining brightly.
Mr. Fisherman, I'm still little. Could you please spare my life and put me back in the river? I'll be very grateful.
The fisherman was very surprised to see a speaking goldfish. However, he didn't want to harm it, so he let it go. Okay, don't worry, little goldfish. I will let you go back home. The man put the fish into the water. It went up again and told him,
Thank you very much. In return, I'm gonna give you some precious gifts.
Magically, in the fisherman's hands, there were 3 golden beans and 3 silver beans.
Please give your wife a pair of beans to eat. Then go and feed your horse another pair. And for the last pair, you can plant them in your backyard.
The fisherman brought 3 golden beans and 3 silver beans back and did exactly what the goldfish said. Miraculously, soon after that, the fisherman's wife became pregnant, and after 9 months, she gave birth to a twin. The older brother's body was made of gold, and the youngest brother's body was made of silver. The couple was very happy. They named the golden boy Dieter and the silver boy Roland. Their horse also gave birth to 2 beautiful golden and silver ponies. In their backyard, there were 2 beanstalks, a golden and a silver one. As time passed by, their 2 sons became tall, strong, and got along very well with each other. The 2 ponies also grew up. They became very big and strong. The 2 magic beanstalks also grew up very fast. On the golden beanstalk, there was a strong golden sword, and the silver beanstalk created a strong silver shield. One day, the golden boy Dieter asked his parents to let him travel the world to broaden his horizons. But my son, it's dangerous out there. How can you deal with things alone? Don't worry, Dad. I will bring the golden horse and the golden sword with me.
But how would we know if you are safe or not? How can we not worry?
Mother, if the golden beanstalk is still green, it means that I'm well. And if it suddenly withers, it means I am in danger. Because Dieter was so determined to go, his parents had to agree with him. Dieter took the golden sword and the golden horse and set out to travel to the places he'd never been before. He went to a strange land. When he was asking around for directions to the nearest town, a stranger kindly showed him the way. Cross this forest, you will see a busy and crowded town. But do not go to the forest alone, because there are 2 cruel and greedy robbers there. Both you and your horse are made of gold. You would definitely be in danger. But the more he heard, the more curious he got. Dieter quickly rode his horse towards the forest without any fear. As expected, when he went deep into the forest, the 2 robbers jumped out in front of him and threatened him. Hey you! This forest belongs to us. Anyone who goes through here has to pay a fee. Quickly give us everything you have now. Both he and the horse are made of gold. Today's our lucky day. Don't even think about it. Dieter raised his golden sword high and cut the robbers' swords into pieces. Please forgive us. We are so sorry. You greedy robbers, get out of my sight. The two robbers were frightened. They quickly ran away.
Help me!
Huh? Someone is calling for help. He followed the sound, then he found a beautiful girl tied to the tree.
Please, please save me.
Did those two robbers tie you up here?
Yes, I am Alisa. I'm from the capital over there. I hung out in the forest, then they caught me and tied me here. Luckily, you came to rescue me.
And I am Dieter. I am on my way to travel around the world. You are my destiny, beautiful lady. Dieter and Alisa went out of the forest together and went back to Alisa's house in the capital. It was a spacious, beautiful house. When they arrived, Alisa told her father how Dieter saved her. Her father saw that Alisa really liked the man, so he asked Dieter to stay for a few days. After a few days together, their love grew stronger and stronger. One day, Dieter dreamed that he had hunted a beautiful deer. The morning after, he was determined to go into the forest to look for the deer. Alisa went to stop him.
If you go hunting alone, I'm afraid bad things will happen. I think you should stay at home.
Don't worry, I will find that deer and come back to you. Unable to convince Dieter, Alisa had to let him go. As soon as he entered the forest, Dieter immediately saw the beautiful deer just like in his dream. He chased after it. The deer panicked and quickly ran away. He ran to an old castle, then suddenly disappeared. Oh, it's an ancient castle, so beautiful. Dieter took his horse into the castle to find the deer. But when he entered, Dieter was surprised to see the witch, Layla, standing in front of the castle. She asked Dieter,
Who are you? This is my castle. Who allowed you to enter my castle?
I'm sorry for entering your castle. I am hunting and chasing after a deer. Then it's disappeared, so I came inside to find it.
So it was you who scared my beautiful little deer. Once you're here, you can never escape. You will be honored to become the next statue in my collection.
The witch immediately used her magic to make Dieter and his horse immediately turned into stones.
Oh, wow. How beautiful this statue is!
When Dieter was in danger, the yellow magic beanstalk immediately withered. Roland noticed that and knew that his brother Dieter was in trouble. Roland quickly took his silver shield, said goodbye to his parents, and set out to look for his brother Dieter. Just like Dieter, Roland went to some strange places that he had never set his foot to. Wherever Roland went, he asked everyone about Dieter, but no one knew anything about his brother. Then, Roland reached Alisa's house. Roland saw Alisa standing outside the door, anxiously waiting for someone. Hello, can I ask you something? Did you see a golden boy who carried a golden sword and rode a golden horse passed by?
The golden young man? Are you looking for someone named Dieter?
That's right, he's my brother.
Your brother? That's why you and him are so similar. I'm Alessa. He was at my house a few days ago. He went into the forest to hunt a deer and hasn't come back yet.
Huh? Really? Please don't worry. I will go and look for him. Roland decided to go into the forest, and he also saw the beautiful deer. That's the deer she talked about. If I follow it, I might find my brother Dieter. The deer ran into the old castle and disappeared. Roland chased after it and led the horse inside. When he entered the castle, Roland was shocked to realize that the huge stone statue was his brother with his golden horse. Oh, brother, why did you turn into stone? Suddenly, the witch Layla appeared in front of him and said,
Oh, now there's a silver man. Your brother is now my statue. And now you're here. You will join my statue collection as well.
Oh, so it was you who did this. You wicked witch, reverse your spell immediately, or else I won't forgive you.
Let me see what you can do.
Layla attacked Roland with her power, but he quickly dodged it. She kept using her power at Roland, but couldn't hit him even once.
Ha! You're pretty fast. Let me see if you can handle this.
She used all of her power to attack Roland. This time, he didn't dodge it, but used his silver shield to fight back her magic. Her power hit the shield and bounced back to her, making her fall down. Suddenly, she turned into a stone statue. Her curse on Dieter had been lifted. The golden boy Dieter turned back into a human. The two brothers happily hugged each other. The old castle also brightened up. There was a light coming from a room in the castle. Roland was surprised, so he slowly walked upstairs. Roland went into the room and saw a beautiful girl sleeping soundly on a yellow chair. She was Princess Isabel, the owner of the castle, but she had been controlled by the witch Layla for a long time. Looking at the beauty of Isabel, Roland immediately fell in love. He woke the princess up with a kiss. When she knew Roland was the person who had saved her and the whole castle from the witch, Isabel also fell in love with the brave silver boy. In the end, the two brothers had found their true love. They all got married and lived happily ever after.